Hello, my dears, and welcome back to some more blueprints. Couple of things to note, during the session I will pause at some point to go handle a few things, and also I am missing nails on half of my fingers, and we're going to ignore that fact. So, oh, thank you.
And I'm here.
And Kenny's here. So we're gonna dive right back on into things. I'm going to set a goal for today because we did not set a goal last time. And hold on, there's my notebook. And I don't know. I feel like it kind of fucked us. I don't know what it was, but we did not have a direction that we were going in. And I'm not quite sure what it is. Ooh, look, our little package. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I have a couple of thoughts. One is that if we can get the classrooms again, that would be awesome. The other thought that I had was, ooh. Oh, yo. Okay, so the stamps have some informations about the places. So nuance is, hold on. Nuance is, oh, whoops. Is airships. Okay, so we need to get the library. I was like, I thought that some of these stamps were from stuff. So option one is to get the classrooms today so that we can try to get the last classroom, right? Because we could have our diploma trophy. Option two is I want to get into the library to get some more information about the different stamps, right? So that's a goal of mine. Option three is try to solve more of the castle puzzle. I had a thought about something that I know that I pointed out earlier when we were in Black Bridge Grotto. Dang it. Okay. Let's do items. Yo, today is goated already. Is it just 2 items? Yeah, it is. I wonder if there's like other things that I'm missing. But there was something in Blackbridge Grotto that I know that I pointed out, and I was like, oh, it's interesting that it's laid out like this, and I'm very curious if that is laid out anything like the castle puzzle. Are those always there? That's interesting. So I kind of want to go take a sneaker peeker at that. The other thing was that I want to make sure I get the laboratory today, or jump into the laboratory so that we can... Where was it? This. It was this. I-O-O. And so the way that it's split up reminds me of the castle puzzle. Right? If we're looking at... I have my stuff here. Where's my castle? I have it in my notebook. I was gonna pull it up for you guys. Where did I put it? I need to, like, start tabbing these things. Here. Oh, no. There. So the way that it was split up reminded me of this. Oh, look! We have the I-O-O. So I wonder... So that means that there's an I up at the C. So it's C-I blank, A blank blank. We have 6 Tor, and then what I think is probably lore. L-O-R. So, okay. Cool. But I would love to get some more crates out of that tunnel underneath. Okay, so no classroom today. We want to get the library for sure. We want to get the laboratory for sure. We also, the other thought that I had was, oh, not this. I haven't, like, read through all of these yet. And I recall that there was some notes on the secret garden when I looked at it that had a note. So I'm very curious if there's other notes in here about some of the countries. Because here, I'll show you what I mean. I remember looking at the secret garden. Yeah, more Jai fruit trees. So I'm wondering if there's other, like, random notes on here. You know? So nuance was airships. More Jai. Also, if you hear clanging in the background, that is my amazing partner who is doing a job off the honey-do list that I gave him. So, everybody say thank you, Kenny.
Sorry!
No, you're allowed to clang. You're doing me a favor.
Clang, 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 with the trolley.
And so I was wondering if there was any other, like, interesting notes. So I remember seeing this one. And so I know that, like, it's a little ridiculous. Oh, rotunda, which means clockwise room in Arajan. Oh, yo, we're finding out so much. We're finding out so much. Okay. Rotunda, which means clockwise room. I'm kind of curious what the breakdown is of that. Does it say in the... oh, no. In the Arajan? It doesn't say Tunda or anything. And it doesn't say row. Or wrote, R-O-T. But the thing to note is whatever the prefix is, or the suffix, if Tunda or something like that is clockwise, whatever that is opposite on the suffix is going to be counterclockwise by the logic that we've been seeing here. So I don't know how that breaks down, but we have a note here. So there's secrets in here. For themselves to realize. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? To ruminate over the bins, sins, and pins contained within. So there's, like, so many clues in here. I'm so upset. Okay. I'm reading these really fast. So we do still need to draft the music room on rank 8, which I think is a great goal for today, too. We've only drafted this one time, dang. Be serenaded by my humming while I quickly skim these. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, so the Baron, so his mom owned this room. That's so sweet. So she was the one who started it. That's super cute. We could also try to get the drafting studio again. Okay. Ha-ha! Look it! So the mountains... So... Carissa is snowy mountains. And the other thing I think is, if I remember my screenshots correctly, when we drafted the dormitory, yeah, it was this university. So maybe they are also the studious. Right? So the studious symbol. Okay. 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 I'm going to just super quickly pause it. I'm going to click through all of them quickly, and if I find something, I will unpause and show you guys. Something interesting is the bunk room is considered 2 dead ends. I wonder why that is... I wonder why dead end is set out. And then this... We could have a goal to draft this room today, too. So, okay. Those were two things I noted. So I did find something interesting in this one. It said something about the sacred hour. So I wonder if 1:30 is considered the sacred hour. So I guess that's new information, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to jot that down quickly. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep taking me back to the red rooms? Yeah, stop it. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I want to do the tunnel today again. I'm very curious what would happen if we tunneled, like, all the way there. I also think that we should do some more stuff in the Lost and Found in the Fen Aries Royal Museum. Okay. Okay. But otherwise, I think that... this is some of the, that's like the main info that we can get. Okay. That was very beneficial. We learned a couple new things, and it reminded me of the stuff. So, we've already been learning stuff, and we haven't even started drafting. Let's do this right away. And then we could definitely drop a, dead end right here. Oh, I forgot that I had that and it startled me. I'm wondering if I should just Google to see if castling is something in chess. Because I don't know. But I also want to solve what it like says on the puzzle first. The gems are on the table behind me. That's hilarious. The gems are in this box. Every statement claiming where the gems are are false. The gems are in the blue box. So that would mean that all 3 of these are false, which is not true. So this is false for sure. Yeah, they all claim something. So this has to be false. So therefore, this is true. Nice. We could do the observatory. What do we got today? I should probably, like, learn what these are so I don't draw Draxus the Dread again. Perfect spot for the West Wing Hall. I was kind of hoping for that. Dead end room right here. Ooh. Ooh, love me a solarium. Cute. Oh, and there's a gem today. Thank you. Okay, so that was interesting because the first time there's a Morjai box here, and I think there was an item. And so that was interesting that there was an item this time. I think I like the chapel better than the commissary. Okay, let's go this way first. Because that's going to determine what I draw up here. I guess I kind of want to do this even though I can only do one. Because it's a net zero room and we can go up over the storeroom. And because that way then I have... I kind of don't want to take the garage here. I'm going to take the spare bedroom. Is there an item? No. Okay, we're going to go this way first. Kenny's cooking dinner and it smells amazing. I honestly hate all of these. That's better. I don't love this room, but... Another thing that would be a good thing is to... No! It tunnels to the antechamber! I want to tunnel to the side! Okay. Okay. It's fine. Got so mad. I was so excited. I went monkey-brained and then I got upset. What is... Oh, my Lanta. Okay. Before we keep going, we're gonna turn around. And we're gonna keep going up the... Actually, I think this is a good place to turn around and go back. Because we're getting the issue where, rooms that we don't want to show up are showing up because we are, we haven't... Are you good?
Nope.
Are you breaking shit?
Unsure. Ask again later.
Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, we have a full draft pool, essentially. Ooh, is there something in here I haven't bought? I don't think so. I think we'll do this. We could also try to buy out the showroom today, but we might need something to raise our allowance first. Oh, that sucks. We'll do the bedroom. Give me an item. Ooh, yeah. I kind of want to see what happens when we draw the gallery again. Although this would be a net zero room. Let's do this instead. And, yep, it sometimes gives us items. And it has dig spots. Ooh, we're like in here. That's so funny. I kind of want to hold on to it. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be trying to get into room... Oh, this sucks. I'm going to redraw. Controversial, I know. Oh, okay. Horrible place for a hallway, but we'll take it. Okay, we are going to set up a experiment. Okay, give me allowance or the remove a crate. Let's do this one. Ooh, the permanently increase your lockpicking skills is great. Heck yeah. And then let's also... One random coin. Okay. We're going to set this to low and change this to unlocked. Perfect. Okay. This could be good. There's usually a dig spots in here. And usually a gem. Ooh, interesting. And they don't have the key because I actually dug it up. That's kind of cool. Or I actually used it. There we go. Let's just use a regular key. Let's do the quarry yard because we have another option for digging. Yes. Trash. Okay, we already got that, and a crate has been removed from the tunnel. Trash. Yes. Crate has been removed from the tunnel. Ooh, I don't think I knew that the lockpick kit could be put in there. That's interesting. So now here we could connect both. If we could get a straight across room, that would be great. Yeah, I'll take it. There's usually a dig spot. It sucks that it's not pointing upward, though. I'll go in there in a minute. Calm down. I like the veranda. Or we could do this and try to get the tunnel. No, because... No. Doing the veranda. I want a workshop today, too. There's no items. We're good on steps. I'm not even going to go into the kitchen. We're finding so many random coins. Oh my goodness. Commissary is great. We don't really have need for any of these yet, but we know that they're here. That's a resources day. Interesting. Let's use our silver key here. Hate this. We'll do the Great Hall. And then here's what we'll do. Nice. Horrible option that it worked. We will use our key here. And quickly draft. We're not drafting this. We'll draft the gymnasium. Come on. Thank you. Of course. I might open these two doors just to try to get a draft south so that we could maybe use an option there. Well, it's fine. Because we can always go buy more keys. Ooh, the vault here is great. We'll go get our monies. We'll go get our monies. Double check that there's not random coins. And then, now if we get any vault keys, we already have the vault. Oh, that sucks. Nice, nice. Love the passageway. Ooh. Let's have the armory today. Yeah, we haven't done that yet. Ooh, and that was like a... Okay, we're gonna draft this room while we're in here. Yeah, I'll use a key. I kind of like... the dark room. We'll trigger it. And then here's my thought. Let's go draft these rooms. And then let's go back down. We can maybe buy some keys if we decide. Let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh gosh, no. 11, 12, 13, 14. No. So it would be the best way is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Let's do that. So let's see if we can get our music room on rank 8. We have a couple of dice, which would be phenomenal. So I am going to use... No, not trash. I'm going to use some of my reroll options, but I am going to give myself another chance. Oh, that sucks. I don't have this. I'm gonna do this. Let's get some more gems. Sometimes there's an item in here. Sometimes there's a dig spot. Ooh, this would be good. And then we can get our gems. Perfect. It sucks though, because then there's not another chance unless we circle around. I'm gonna go for the music room. I'm gonna go for the music room. Dang it. We're gonna take the library. Ooh! Can go tear that up. Okay, this is Drafting Volume 5. The death of drafting, a fear every architect fears. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room, and suddenly everything's going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion. It's imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope for further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exits, and fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of your dreams, death of plans, and death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting or menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath a morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. This is the volume of drafting strategy. We will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, discover, and once after all, if there's any life beyond the dead end. The dead end is a room that lacks any other door by which to exit. It is understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms when drafting your house as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to ignore them completely. A very common mistake is that beginners make is by picking the room with the most doors when drafting and ignoring other factors. But every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room in an architect's draft removes that floor plan from the draft pool, which is what I was saying earlier. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is to figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room in a rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. Grave mistakes. Ooh. Okay, so this is like saying that I'm skimming this one. Essentially it's saying that using the tomb as a great strategy because you can get a lot of money would be great. That there's 8 Arajian angels from an early era. Then you can go back and combine it with shops. So that could be a good strategy for the day that we try to buy out the showroom. It talks about there are 8 outer rooms. I think we've drafted all of them. Schoolhouse, you want to prioritize extra gems, which I've done. A hovel day, you want to prioritize steps. We've talked about that. Trading post, we've talked about. The shrine. Ooh, here's some of the blessings. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Interesting. Blessings of the berry picker. Cool. We've done that one a few times. Blessings of the chef. Add an extra dish. That's dope. Add 8 courtyards? That's crazy. When you draft a red room, you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms. Gain 5 gems. That's kind of cool. Blessings of the monk. If you call it a day with a room on your state, you'll draw it on the drafting grounds. We've done that a couple of times. I thought that there was something there. Although I do want to at some point end the day in the antechamber on Blessings of the monk. When drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. That's cool. Gain an ivory die. Ooh. Wait, no. A tool shed is good. Attic is really good. Study is a great one. Coat check's a great one. Hovel is a good one too, honestly. Can you beat this record? Oh, yo. 20 or more dead ends in a single day. I can't read that. I'm trying to read it. Well. October edition. That's hilarious. Okay. That was a cool book. So that's what the sweepstakes was talking about, which is interesting. I was curious what that was. That's so cool. Okay. Let's see if we have any more information. So we have drafted the burning glass, the electromagnet. We've drafted 5. The power hammer, the jackhammer, and the pick sound amplifier. We could use the information from the other drafting strategy where it was like, this is included in 3, right? So the battery pack we knew was included in 3, and the lockpick is only included in 1. So we know, so we can kind of like experiment through some of the other ones. So I took a picture of that. Oh, Araja. We've already solved that one. We've solved that one, so we didn't have any other stamps. Sag. One more classroom to take my final exam. Okay. I was right. Okay, well, I mean, I thought we had more stamps than that, but I guess not. Maybe we didn't have the, I'm not gonna go in there because there's not really a need to, but maybe we didn't have the magnifying glass on us that day. Okay, so as I said, ooh, let's go into here first and dig up our treasure. Give me money. No. Sag. I was hoping for money to help with the armory. It's fine. Okay. As I said, we are going to go back to the other side. I might... No. Keys are so expensive. I'm gonna save. We're doing okay on steps. And we can still... Wood fire pizza furnace. Oh, this is such a good price. I'm gonna get this just because I really like the club sandwich. It's such a good price for so many steps. My coin! I, like, so want to do this to try to force the tunnel all the way through. What were my other goals? I've already forgotten. Look at the library, which did not give us anything. It would give us, like, one other place to draft. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to try to get the tunnel. Give me the tunnel. No. It's fine. We'll do the courtyard, because there's usually... Look at... It was mainly for the, Yes! A crate has been removed. Dinked. Yes! A crate has been removed. Oh my gosh, we have so many gems. Yes, let's do it! What are you? I've never seen you before. Is this our last shop room? Let's look. Room directory. Shops. I was right! From the second era. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Look at all the cannonballs. Oh, and it's a night room. Oh, so this is like a beefed up, sledgehammer. That's kind of cool. What? Oh, we're buying that for sure. Permanently remove, stuff. Oh, that's interesting. That's not, like, that exciting. Was there... anything for buying out the Armory? I don't think so. I think it was just the showroom. Let's use this. Now. No! What would be good? The permanently acts the cost. The honestly, the throne room would be phenomenal to permanently axe. The other one that would be really, really good would be the... Not the showroom. Where's the treasury? The trophy room, sorry. That one would be really good because it would just net some. Or what's another one that I draft, like, all the time? Like, the passageway would be another really, really good one. I think... Oh, could we do the classrooms? Can we? Okay, hear me out. This doesn't specify. This would mean whenever we do a classroom run again, we wouldn't have to worry about gems. Honestly, I think this is a really good option considering we're gonna have to do it again. I'm doing it. Yeah. That's super cool. Okay, this is where I'm going to take a super quick break, so I will be, well, you won't even know. So I'll see you in a second. I had a thought while we were eating dinner, where it talks about who came to help, like, who allied with Fenari's during the war. It said Nuance and Archaries did, but Araja did not. So I'm wondering if Nuance is maybe, militaristic. So, this is the things I think about while I'm eating dinner. That was in one of the things. Okay, we are back. And it says while drafting, it might be kind of interesting just to see how it works. I mean, I suppose we could get this just to see. You know, it's 8. Super cool. Is there anything else in this room? It's so interesting that this room is, like, part of the actual second era. Could be a good place to drop a... Trying to think if I want to drop the attic here and get some items, which would be interesting if we can draft the workshop. Otherwise, this would be really helpful tomorrow. Let's do the attic. Secret garden key. And a singular random coin. What's it beeping about? Oh. There's a key there. I was like, what is it talking about? So confused. It's fine. Everything's fine. And my ear itches. We have so many gems. Okay, let's keep her going. I kind of like the foyer. Is there anything, any reason to draft something? No. Okay, let's just do the treasure trove, or we could redraw here. Try to get something going straight. Shoot. I'm gonna redraw one more time. Dang it. Okay, we'll get the dining room. This is the good one. There's so many steps. Although the foolishness now is not drafting not being able to get the music room up here. Music room. Yeah. Okay, I need to go see if we got a sigil key. We got a vault key. That's good. No! I thought for sure if we drafted this one up here, it would be a sigil key. Interesting. That sucks. Okay. That's okay, though. Because we can use a key here. What was the previous box? I don't know that I took a picture of the last one. Oh no. I don't think I took a picture of the last one, guys. I guess this. That would make sense because it was on a green one. So much money. Okay. There's not really much else to do here. We can go open our vaults. What's the best way to get to the vault? I think through the passageway. So let's go through here. We can't. Oh, can we just like pick it up? No, dang it. I suppose we could open these just for funsies. Oh, it's open now because of the... Oh, that's good knowledge to have. Ooh. That's good knowledge to have that if you do the foyer after, it opens all the doors. I didn't even think about that. 233. 233. Oh, here it is. What is this? What was... Allowance token? Quite a bit of money. Gray Daniels. Compromised. Interesting. What was the other name? ID. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this our castle puzzle again? Hold on. Yeah, I think it is. I'm wondering if it's... I'm so sorry for sneezing in your ear. I'm wondering if it's the ID here. I'm gonna write it down. Vault. I'm gonna put a D question mark. Okay. Well, cool. Let's go use our upgrade disc. I really like this wallpaper. Where's the best way to get to security? Not this way. Patio. Ooh, can you upgrade the vault? That would be interesting. The billiard room. Okay. Speakeasy. Basic edition. Oh, so it makes the puzzle easier. Interesting. I low-key want to pick the speakeasy just for the name. You can call it a day in the break room. You'll begin with a staff key card. Yo, that's helpful. And it's another tomorrow room. Adds a great hall foyer and secret passage to today's draft pool. That's good too. Honestly, I think this one's better. Yeah, No, I'm sticking to my guts. I think this is better. Okay. What else do we have to do? I don't know that we have information about nuance for airships, and it helped with the war. We have Morjai has fruit trees. We have a bit of information on that, which actually tells me that Morjai was... I'm trying to figure out if I can go to the Sigil area, by the way. That tells me that... So, something to consider, Morjai, we tried that crest that we found in the Lost and Found, and it wasn't working, which leads me to believe that I was wrong, that Morjai, because I was debating between that one and the other one for being pink, and so I'm wondering if I got it wrong, because I think that they had a different one. But yeah, I'm wondering if Morjai is agricultural, which would be different. And then I think Cora something is academic. And the one that was in the Lost and Found was... Where is it? I don't know where it is. I thought it was past, but I guess it is future. I wish there was a way to organize this. I really do. Yeah, they had... I don't think that's agricultural. I think that's... spiritual. So... yeah, I'm wondering if that one was... Hold on, let me actually get the name. It would be the one that I don't have open, I think. That one's Vera, which I don't have unlocked. That's the last key that we need. So... Interesting. We could maybe go try to get nuance. And we can maybe try to go get Chorus, because we know that it's academic. We know that it's snowy there. And if they have mountains, maybe they just have, like, streets? Yeah. So we can maybe go try to get that. Let's do it. Let's go. We got plenty of steps. We have... Ooh, actually, hold on. I know I just came from here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my obscene amount of money to buy out all the keys. And we're going to go down while we're down there and crack open some boxes, because I said I wanted to open up all the boxes. So, we are doing 2 fun things today. Today was a very interesting draft day. So pretty. Ooh, let's go see how many boxes we cleared out. There's still quite a bit, but look at how much better it is. Can we get past it? Let's see. No! But it looks better. Damn, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At least 16 more boxes before we can, like... I mean, I'm sure that we could walk through at a certain point, you know? Okay, let's go. Do. Let's go open some boxes first. But the reason why I ended up picking the break room upgrade is because then if we start the day with a key card, we could do a run where we start the day at the foundation, which would be very fascinating. Okay, I kind of want to open this one because it's the only one last up here. That's a lie. We already found the sanctum key. There's one that said only 1 box in the reservoir has a prize. Okay, so we know that the allowance token is not marked by that. Ooh, why don't, before we actually, like, run around there, why don't we do this? More than 2 boxes contain a prize. Let's just open all these over here first, so that way we kind of have a system about it. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Ooh. Pink boxes marked by a sun always contain blue memos. Interesting. That could be true or false. Pink boxes do not contain any prizes. We're gonna open this still. All boxes marked with the sun contain memos that are true. We know that's true. So we have 1 more key. Let's open. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. I'm wondering if we got everything, because we got an allowance token down here for sure. Okay. So we have 3 more boxes. I just kind of want to open them just to open them. And I mean, if we're not using the keys, we might as well. I feel a little guilty that I accidentally instinctually solved that one. Okay. I said I wanted to solve... So we've solved these 3. We've solved all these 4. We have not solved this one, or this one. And I think the one that I have is for this one. So we're gonna go in here. Okay. So we know that it is snowy mountains. So let's get our books up. Whether snowy mountains is what, as I thought. Three. Perfect. We know that I think it's roads, because I was trying to think, like, what would go through the mountains. Not camels. Not flat terrain. Not turtleback. Aviation is possible. Train system is possible, but they talked about the big train system being in the other ones. Rough trails is why I'm thinking, like, horseback. So horseback, or I think roads. So, and then we need the, oh, hold on. And then we need academic. So we're gonna do that first. So we're gonna try this one first, and then we'll try the horsies. Okay, and then what's orange? Little triangles. That's zigzags. Okay. I like promptly forgot what it was. Okay, we're gonna try the... What? So sorry. Okay. There we go. First guess, right guess. Look at the cute thing. Okay. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, and I find regretting having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I've visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their belongings, and if you can't, throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but if the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Okay. So he was at Vera. So he went Vera to Chorus something. Okay. And we know that Vera now has sweltering shores, which makes sense. And that verifies the thing that we saw. I ended up forsaking one of my books. Oh, buddy. But that, I think that the thing we saw in the Lost and Found, where is it? I think it was wavy. Oh dear. Yeah, heat. Okay, so this is Vera for sure. So we have Vera as soon as we can find our sigil key. Oh, I didn't read what this does. Designed orange tiles by committee voting on a student-submitted designs. The majority of adjacent tiles share a color. Then, if pressed, the tiles will change to that color. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now I'm gonna rotate and get this up here. And then if I press it, the orange will go up there. Which then I can rotate to get this down here. We're gonna get that sucker down there. And then if I... hold on. I think we need black up here again. And then if I press it, we get orange down here. Shit. Oh, it moves south. Dang it. Okay, hold on, hold on. I thought I moved north. I had a moment. I mixed them up. Okay, I'm resetting. Resetting. Okay, I think we were onto something. If you press it, it turns the colors around it. So I'm wondering... Having more purple isn't going to really be helpful here. I don't think. So honestly, I think what we were kind of doing is the best way to go about it. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now we can shove the purple down, and then orange will switch up to here. Okay. Now we have two down here. Yo, I did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. That was great. That was beautiful. Look at me go. Okay. Well, we we know... We don't know much about Morjai yet, other than we now know it's white. For sure. I don't think I had this one observed. So I'm going to go get this guy. Yeah. Okay. I took a picture of the postcard, I'm pretty sure. So the last one we're missing is nuance. Because we can't solve this one yet. All we know about it is the color, and we can guess what the environment is. It's probably like mild or whatever their like mild is. Because it's agricultural based. So I would guess maybe just like, not heat. Maybe rainy? Oh, or just like normal. It could be normal. I don't know how they travel. Did any of the notes say anything about how they travel? Oh, shoot. Air travel is better than sea travel. So this was the first one. Oh dear. I did not mean to do that. I meant to go to here. So... Where? Okay. And then this was the one we just were in. Few days of sailing. Okay, so we don't really have an indication of what Morjai's travel is. But we can maybe guess Vera. So what do we know about Vera? We know that Vera is green. We know that it is airships. So, or sorry, not Vera. Nuance. This guy right here. This one. We know that it is airships. We know that it is green. What else do we need to know? We don't know what the weather is. I would assume not crazy. And we don't know what the moats are, but if they're airships, I would assume industrial. Right? Like, that would make the most sense. We could try to go guess it. We could try to force it. Oh dear. Yeah, because we have aviation. We could guess. Maybe it's windy. I assume it's industrial, right? Because that would make sense. And we know it's green. Let's go try. Let's go try. Let's go try. Okay, industrial was square. Oh shoot, wrong one. Square with a dot in it. I'm like almost positive. I feel very confidently that it's going to be industrial. And then, oh, not what I wanted to do. Not that. It's the one above the horizon. Okay. We could try regular weather, but I kind of feel, my guess is that it's going to be windy, because that would make the most sense. Like, that's what I would do world building wise. So I want to try windy first. World building wise. I'm taking this from a writing perspective. It's the one loop. There we go. And then green was stripey. Is this green? Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Okay. So let's try the other weather option. We could do just plain. Maybe foggy. That would be interesting. I don't think it's stormy. I don't think it's rainy. It's not snowy. It's not heat. So let's try foggy. Interesting. What do I have wrong? Okay, aviation's correct. It has to be industrial, right? Like, none of these other ones, unless it's Marshall. Unless it's Marshall, right? Because they went and helped with the war. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I'm clicking all the wrong ones. One more. Marshall is upside down our Jerry sign. Okay, I don't think that this is the right weather. I think that it's windy. That's still my guess. Okay, we're gonna turn this back to green. I feel bad for kind of brute forcing it, but I don't know that we would have had that information. And a lot of this is like inferred information. Although, I don't know that I necessarily brute forced it. I was guessing. By far my favorite realm I visited on this trip, but I've always a penchant for technology and am less moved by beauty of the nature than others. The soot-filled streets and scoring skyscrapers are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Croatia or the beaches of Morjai. Okay. If they have beaches, I wonder if they are, sea travel. I'm just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. Aww. Via airmail. We already have this one, I think, but I'll take a picture of it. I wonder if we could get more Jai too. Look at how cool that is. Cute. That's why they swap. I love that. Oh, so if it's touching two sides, it'll turn that color. Interesting. So we need to get more green. So we need to get this, both of these guys touching 2 sides of this. So that is a goal. I don't know that the gray blocks do anything. Honestly, I think the first thing to do is to push the suckers north, I guess. Sure. And then we'll get it back south. Okay. And then we can switch it up here. Now it's north. Okay. Now we don't really need this again. So now what we need to do is okay. Okay. Fuck. Nice. Good job, Zari. Okay, and what do we know about Morjai? We know that it is white, we know that it is agricultural, and we know that it has beaches, which insinuates travel, which would mean it's very mild weather. So let's try it. Let's go for it. Agricultural. The little... There it is. Okay. Beaches insinuate... Let's get our mild lines. Okay. Because it's not going to be heat, because heat is the other one, Vera. Then I'm assuming it's sea travel, which is... all of them. Oh, we were just there. Sag. Oh, I forgot to go know what color it is. White is little dotties. And give it to me. Okay. So it's not mild? Maybe it's foggy. But he said sunny beaches, didn't he? We could try heat. Or rain. That was my other thought. Which would make sense for, like, I'm thinking like a Hawaii, right? So that's 3 lines pouring down. Or you know what? Actually, I'm changing my mind. I think if it's naval capabilities, wouldn't they have a lot of wind? Okay, maybe I'm missing something then. I thought that they would be agricultural. We'll try the rainy weather. Oh shit. Okay, so we may not have enough information for this one. It said beaches. I'm trying to think of like what other weather could be on beaches. We've tried heat. We've tried like regular. We've tried windy. I guess we could try foggy. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Because I'm picturing, like, tropical. Right? Okay. Well, we still accomplished quite a bit today. So I think we're going to call it here. We solved, like, 2 sigils, which was phenomenal. And we got quite a bit done other places, too. So I'm going to count it as a win. So I think we are going to end our day here. Next time we will try to find our last one, and maybe I'll finally have some of that stuff coded. And I think I am going to officially look up what castling means in chess. So, but leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let's call it a day. And see what we got here. Oh, maybe we should have looked up castling first, just in case we could change the chess puzzle. But this was pretty cool. I'm so sad that the music room didn't have a major key as the sigil key. I thought for sure that's what it would be. Okay, but anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye!